Here with Dino Oberto here at Shangri-La II. He's the PR announcer, jack of all trades up here at Shangri-La II. Dino, talk us what led to being able to be open this year and how we've been doing.
Well, this is something that actually started back in November of last year, where the folks that run the drag strip here reached out to Jason Makarevich, who is the actual promoter here, also the promoter at Evergreen Raceway. And they kind of struck up a deal. They knew how good he does things down there in Pennsylvania, and would he be interested to come up here and run the oval track? And so a little back and forth, and they were able to strike up a deal. After that was taken care of, a lot of trips were made between Pennsylvania and New York up here. A lot of 2-hour rides and a lot of long days up here. A lot of hard work that went into this facility, which is an absolute palace, if you will, for what we have up here. But the end result was all the hard work paid off when you see the kind of racing we saw today, when you saw the other three events in which the crowd was here, the car counts were here, and the best results I love seeing is the thanks you get from the drivers, from the fans, from the crews, and just thanking us as the same time we're thanking them. So it's been a labor of love, but there's been a lot of giving back to them as well for what we do here, and we're very happy to be able to bring racing back to this region of New York.
It seems like we've been, dormant for 10 years, and I would think a lot of people are very thankful to be able to, come up here for we had, 5, 6 events this year?
Well, this was actually event number 4 of 5. We got one more to go. And yeah, after sitting 10 years, I recall after the first race, one of the individuals that I'm friends with said, it's hard to imagine that this place sat for 10 years because you wouldn't have recognized that it looked that good. And that's a proud moment for us. It means you did your hard work and you put the effort in, and to get that kind of response, as we just keep saying. But yeah, after sitting for 10 years and to be able to bring this place back to life, it's just amazing. And again, the thanks goes to the fans, to the drivers, to the crews, to all the media like you guys for bringing this to the forefront, and for us being able to bring it back to all of you guys.
We got any plans maybe for next year quite yet? I know we're still trying to get through 2025, but everything's been seeming to go well. So are we trying to continue it into next year?
There's absolutely negotiations going on as we speak right now. This year, 2025, was just a 1-year deal. As Jason likes to say, we took baby steps. So we have to see how everything played out this year. There's already talk.
We got the drag strip behind us, so it's a little loud, but it's fun.
But isn't that cool? It's a multi-purpose facility. We're running drag racing and oval racing at the same time. But back to our question, yeah, we just did a 1-year deal because how did we know how this was all going to play out? Right now, we're very happy with the results. Everything can always be better. There's no question about that. We learn from our mistakes. There have been some. We try to correct that, and we've been doing that. But as far as next year, right now, we want to get through that one more show to go, and we are definitely going to sit down, and we've already begun to talk about a couple of things for next year with all of the parties that are involved, and we'll see how that plays out.
I know there's talk of maybe some potential traveling series and stuff. If they were maybe interested in trying to come down here, I take it they reach out to you and try to work something out with you? Or?
Yeah, no question. Myself or Jason Makarevich, our numbers are online, on our websites, on our Facebook pages. Obviously, there's a lot of potential here. You see it. I mean, this place just lends itself to great racing, no matter what class it is, from the sport mods to the tour type modifieds to the 4-cylinders and the hobby stocks. It's just every class puts on a super show here. And no question, we'd like to entertain maybe some other type divisions. I know there's super modifieds out there, and there's limited super modifieds. Late models are going to be here next month. We can't wait to see what they're going to bring to the table here. So again, there's just untapped potential here that continues to be brought out here at Shang 2.
Well, that's awesome to hear that if anybody wants to potentially bring something down for a tour, to be able to, that pretty much everybody's welcome by the sounds of it, as long as we can work out all the logistics. So with that being said, what would you say so far as like the highlight of the year, just being able to get the fans back in the stands and how grateful everybody is? And it seems like you said we're gonna have 5 races. I've been to 2 of them. It seems like they've been going fairly good without too many hitches, at least racing wise. I know there's some behind the scenes stuff that you're still ironing out with other people on the property and whatnot. So
there's no question about that. You know, behind the scenes, what we might be showing in front of the camera, sure, we're showing all the smiles and everything, but you know, your guts are twisting, especially when we did that first show. I think the highlight for me was the hours and hours that Jason and I and a couple of others came up here, and we put all that time in, and at the end of the day, after our May 17th race, he and I got together. We were just hugging and smiling, and you could just see the relief in us because we got it done, and it was a success, and we built on it from there. Then we went to the next race, and again, with the Sportsman Modifieds being the headliner, again, a great show. The tour type mods came in here. Yes, we were short. We had 10 cars, but man, what an awesome group of 10 cars we had. Jake Lutz coming out here winning, then goes out to win the ROC a couple of weeks ago and beating Patrick Emmerling, beating Matt Hirschman, and you had Tony Jankowiak here. So one race after another, it's all been good, but you know, it's this smile at the end of the day that makes it all worthwhile.
At this point, hopefully in the 2026 season, it can continue to be a destination race for drivers, which it seems like it has been. I mean, we've had Jimmy Zacharias show up out of, you know, a little bit of, I hate to say hiatus, but you know, he hasn't run so many modified stuff. And then Garrett, he was not to be touting on the Zachariases, but I know Garrett, this one was really probably circled, highlighted, whatever expression you want to use for him on the year to get a trophy here.
How awesome was it to see Jimmy Zacharias coming in here, the all-time career wins leader at Shang 2, dating back to when it began over 20-some years ago, coming here, winning for something like the 41st time in his career. Hasn't raced in this track for how many years, has been doing all the dirt things lately, and he's very successful there as well. Prior to him getting out there, Garrett finally getting that win. He has been so quick, so fast, so many times, and it was almost a 1-2 finish for the Zacharias gang here. So that's all part of the great history that we have in short track racing. Those kind of stories that just come to the forefront, and so happy to have done here at Shang 2. So again, it's those kind of things that just make this place so special and so unique.
Touching back to what you were saying earlier about this being a partnership with Evergreen, talk us about Evergreen. I've yet to get down there. It's a little bit of a hike from Syracuse, but I'm hoping to at some point. But we do a little bit of everything, it seems like. We got drifting some weekends, which personally, I'm a big fan of drifting. It's been a while since I've gone to a pro event. Grassroots, I don't know if I've ever really done I've done one grassroots event, but you name it, it's down at Evergreen, it sounds like.
Evergreen Raceway is a 3rd-mile track. It's located in a place called St. John's, Pennsylvania, just a little bit north of Hazleton, a little bit south of Wilkes-Barre in northeastern Pennsylvania. It's been there since 1952. Great asphalt racing. It's been going on for a lot of years. That's where the Spencers have come from. That's where the Hirschmans have cut their teeth. That's where the France family and so many others have come from, and a lot of them have been able to support us up here. But we run on a monthly basis, not an every week basis, but it's just how the schedules work out, because we like to have races up here at Shang and then kind of salt and pepper them back and forth between the two places. I think it's an awesome facility. It's where I started back in 1988 when the track reopened, and been going on strong ever since then. Modifieds, tour type modifieds, 602, crate modifieds, late models, street stocks up here, which are known as super stocks. The 4 cylinders, same cars, same classic cars. And you were talking about the drifting. I'll tell you what, they come from everywhere. Pennsylvania, New York, they come from Michigan, they come from South and North Carolina. It's just amazing. From Maryland, New Jersey. It's an awesome facility because it's laid out with different types of pavement and road course type things. In a little 1/3 mile track, you could fit 2 of Evergreens inside of here. But man, do they put on a terrific show. And pretty soon we're going to be starting up with karting and quarter midget racing. We're trying to get that going as well.
Okay, that's pretty nifty to start them out young, and at that point
you have a starting point somewhere.
Yeah,
and, you know, the next generation is out there, and that's the thing about short track racing. It's all about generations. You've seen it here today with the Zachariases. You see it with the Sharpsteins up this way, and it's no different down there. I mentioned about the Spencers, about the Hirschmans. It's just one generation after another, and we're glad to be able to carry on that legacy.
I would say start them off young in a quarter midget go-kart, something that's a good way to keep putting people in seats in the stands, because I know that's also It's been kind of prevalent in racing as of late, on both sides. It seems more on the asphalt, but
you need it. You need that kind of dedication, and this sport would not be where it is today, short track racing, without so many families, no matter where you are, what part of the country, whether it's here in New York, whether it's in Pennsylvania, Jersey, in New England, or anywhere. You can go to any short track and you can see that type of connection. And to get to those big leagues, they all have to have their starting points, and if you don't remember where you came from, then you're never going to get to where you want to be. So this is important, what this kind of racing is and what it continues to be, and it's up to us to carry that tradition and legacy on, as I said.
Dino, it was awesome talking to you. Thank you for having me down here and covering the event. We'll be posting stuff here on Doug Elkins' YouTube channel here momentarily. Hoping to come down in October, weather permitting and whatnot, and get some more stuff for you.
Doug, Scott, between you and Doug and what you guys do, it's vitally important, just as much as these fans are to us, just as much as these racers are to us. The media is very special. I'm the president of the Eastern Motorsport Press Association. We'd love to have you guys be a part of us as far as that is concerned. So it's about getting the word out there, and how do you get that word out there? With great people like you guys. So thank you very much.
Awesome. Well, thanks again.